Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and my amazing guest today, my good friend Mr. Victor Villegas, is with us today. You do not want to miss this. Make sure and share this out with your friends. Tag your friends, let them know we're on. Here we go. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Linkit Media Group, Jeff, the Comeback King Tyson, Extreme Graphics, and the Alzheimer's Association. For more information on Michael Holt and Linkit Media Group, go to linkitmediagroup.com. And for more information on Jeff Tyson, the Comeback King, go to LinkedIn, Jeff, the Comeback King Tyson. You'll find him there. And for more information on Extreme Graphics and their graphic services, go to extremegraphics.com. And finally, for more information on the Alzheimer's Association and how to give to this amazing group that supports the fight against Alzheimer's, go to alz.org. Music by Connor Hedge and Protestant, used with permission. Hey, welcome everybody to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. On another Monday morning, so glad to be with you today. It's going to be an amazing day, and I have an amazing guest with me today. So always great on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. We're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your listening and viewing pleasure. In fact, not only can you catch us live at 8 a.m. Pacific every Monday and Thursday, but then it sits on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. LinkedIn and YouTube forever, Facebook for 30 days. You have great chances to go back, to share it out, to watch again, to get more information off there, to connect with the people, myself, the guest, and the people in the comments. There's so many amazing opportunities. And then, if you cannot take time to watch it, guess what? It converts to audio podcast. Then you can listen while you're driving, putting your makeup on, getting your coffee, whatever it is. If you like to listen while you jog, whatever you do, you can listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. We'd love for you to do that. Please always comment and like the post if you would be so kind. That would be so great. Appreciate your engagement, your activity. In fact, speaking of engaging, we want you to engage today. Make sure and engage in the comments. Talk to us. Talk to the people that are in the comments. And just it's an amazing place to connect and build community. So glad you're here. So let's talk a little bit about Marketing with Russ. What in the world is Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, all about? Well, it's about how amazing people connect. That's right. Amazing people like Victor Villegas, who's with me today. And you also can totally just connect with people all day long. That's what connection is all about. The people in the comments, all of that. I love that. And especially I would love you to connect with me. That's right. Connect with me at russhedge.com. That is my favorite place. One-stop shop for everything about me. russhedge.com is a great place to go. You can find out how to connect with me, whether on social media, YouTube, on my email, my phone number. You can even schedule time directly on my calendar. That would be so awesome. But also, you can find out all about my inspirational speaking, my marketing coaching, and the live streaming. All of that information there, including my cancer journey, is up there as well. More information on that and how I've used that to inspire people and just really connect with people all over the world. So please go to russedge.com today. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube page. YouTube is growing by leaps and bounds thanks to my amazing pets. Yes, Maddie the Beagle and Maisie the Cat are way more popular than I am. You're going to want to check them out on YouTube Shorts with me. It's a lot of fun. But also, there's great, all the live streams that we have done are on that YouTube page, from Marketing with Russ, Russ Reels Live, to the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, the Experience Local. It's all there. So you want to check that out because there are so many thousands of amazing guests there. And so you please go there today, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. You can just go to marketingwithruss.live. That's how you get there. Marketingwithruss.live is a place. So it's simple. If you want to get to my website, you know my name, russedge.com. You want to get to my YouTube page, you know the name of the show, marketingwithruss.live. There you go. So I just really appreciate that. Also, please share this out. Please tag your friends. Let them know. Guess what? I know the week's just getting started, but you got to watch Marketing with Russ because Victor's going to be on. It's going to be amazing. So, yes, I would love it if you would do that today. That would be so great. Also, behind me, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. My first book is available along with my 4 anthology books that I wrote that were number 1 on Amazon and number 1 international bestsellers, thanks to the amazing people that I worked with. I had the easy job, but they really promoted and put those out there. And so that was so amazing. So those are all available. I know it's going to be hard for you to believe at russedge.com. That's right, russedge.com. They're all there, but also on Amazon, any online booksellers, you can get there. And if you live in the local Oregon area, you can even pick it up at some bookstores. So would love for you to do that. So we're almost ready to get Victor in the house, but we have to do our marketing tip of the day. We do this every Monday and Thursday. This get put out separately on YouTube Shorts and social media. And so I would love it if you would check that out, share it with people. And if you want to watch it again, it'll be all just by itself cut out. And I appreciate you sharing that with others today. So these are little things to inspire and encourage you, to lift you up, and just to give you some thoughts about what you could do to make things better for you. Just a little nudge in the right direction. So are you ready? All right, here we go. This is your marketing tip of the day. Be ready. That's right. Be ready. You know, when you're called upon and you're in a meeting, be ready. Be ready in season and out of season, like it says in the Bible. Be ready to give an account of yourself, to be able to give your elevator pitch, to let people know what you do. When people ask you, what do? You be ready. Be ready to fire off what you're all about. Very clearly, you need clarity and you need brevity. Just tell it to them in a short little Reader's Digest version that people will understand what you do, and be confident about it. Show them that you're passionate about what you do. When you're passionate about it, it drives people to you. It attracts them. When you have energy and you are, like I said, driven and have passion, people want to hear about what you do. So be ready to give an account of what you do in your business, why you're in business, what you're all about, and how you can help them and solve their problems today. That is the way you attract people in. That's the way you're going to help your business, and it's going to help you personally. So today, be ready. And that is your marketing tip of the day. There you go. All right. Well, that'll get cut out. We'll be good to go. And I'd love for you to share that as well. We got Victor ready. Get him in the house. He's sitting back there going, "Am I ever coming in?" Hey, Victor.
Hey, Russ. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. All right. What have you been up to, my friend?
Oh, a little bit of everything. So, yeah. Well, last time we talked about on the panel about AI, right? So AI is definitely one of the things I'm very much involved with at Oregon State University. But
so hey, Victor, let me tell you real quick. I'm going to cut you off shortly and just say, why don't we start with who in the heck is Victor and what are you up to? Let's give a little info about you so people that haven't seen you on the show before, and then we can dive into all that you're doing because it's a lot.
Sure. So, hey, Victor Villegas. I'm Broadband and Digital Technologies Adoption Coordinator at Oregon State University. I have a statewide position, basically working with communities, organizations, local government, and industry on bridging the digital divide. And that includes everything from AI, cybersecurity, even technologies such as drones and social media. Just making sure everyone's using digital technologies safely and responsibly.
I mean, that covers a broad spectrum to start with, and you do puppets on top of it.
And puppets and music, yes, as part of K through 12 STEAM outreach and engagement. Indeed.
That is so fun. So fun. Okay. So, you know what? Because it's a really hot topic, I just want to dive in just a little bit to the AI thing again, because it's interesting. You know, AI can be used for good and for bad. And you talked about cybersecurity too. There's lots of things that people need to be aware of nowadays. So when you're looking at helping a university in all this new technology and you're trying to keep an eye on things as well, how are you looking at AI and how is it helping and where are you having struggles with it?
Well, AI in terms of security, it's far-reaching, right? There's the personal security. There's deep fakes. There's people using it to try to hack into systems, and just it depends what you're working in. So in education, being a research university, a lot of folks are trying to hack into our servers, right? Get into that research information that we have, and so more and more. The bad actors are using AI because, you know, AI helps you be more efficient. So it can be used for good or bad. And obviously the bad actors are going to try to use it for nefarious reasons. So we constantly have to be vigilant, and we have systems in place to kind of detect when things are going sideways. We leverage AI to do that because AI is really good at pattern recognition and finding when things are not going according to plan. It can find that stuff faster, right? So if we start seeing connections coming from a particular place in a particular fashion, it can flag it, and we go look at it and see if that really is someone trying to hack in. So AI can do it faster than human beings a lot of times, and so that allows us to hone in on what we need to do much more efficiently.
And how, you know, with the overall areas that you cover with digital media and all the stuff that's going on at Oregon State, what is your biggest focus these days? I mean, I'm guessing, you know, I mean, obviously social media is important to know what's going on, but I'm guessing social media is not your number one focus.
No,
it's involved in a lot of the things you're doing.
sure.
You know, it kind of crosses over. But I mean, what is really the biggest focus for you these days?
But my biggest focus is public education, outreach, and education, right? So I'm part of the Division of Extension and Engagement, which is a public-facing side of the university. The university has three parts. We have academics, which most people know as taking classes, getting degrees. We're also an R1 research university, one of only 3 universities in the U.S. that are a land grant, sea grant, sun grant, and space grant. So we do research all over, not just Oregon, but across the U.S. and internationally in multiple areas. And then I'm part of the third part of that is that we're the land grant university for the state of Oregon. And we take the research done at the university to help communities around Oregon work on their wicked problems. And some of the wicked problems I'm working on is the digital divide, right? Making sure people have access to broadband and are able to use digital technology safely and responsibly, as well as also the STEAM K-12 outreach and engagement to make sure that kids are aware of all the different science, technology, engineering, art, and math opportunities for career pathways. Yeah, so public outreach and education is my main focus, and I use technology for that.
Yeah, that is so awesome. So everybody wants to know that's watching, what are the keyboards and the guitars for? Does that have to do with the puppets? And do the college students like the puppets as much as the elementary kids?
Oh, everybody loves puppets. I mean, I haven't met some of the. Well, there's some people that get freaked out by the puppets sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of like clowns for some folks, but most of the time they enjoy it. And yeah, so the keyboards and music, I'm a multi-instrumentalist. When it first was on your show back in the day, I was doing parody songs about drones. So online I go as Drone Singer, the Weird Al of drones, world's #1 creator of parody songs about drones. I haven't really created much drone songs lately, but that's kind of what got me started into the K-12 outreach, using drones and coding to get kids interested in STEAM education. But I still do music. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a pilot and a musician and a teacher and a photographer. And I've kind of combined all of that to become Drone Singer, right? So that's how I do the media production and photography and education and music and science, technology, engineering, math, all kind of like mixed together. So yeah, it's a weird space I'm in, but that's part of my brand, as all of this stuff that you see here. It's all real. Some people ask me if it's virtual, and no, it's my home studio, home office. Yeah.
Yeah. And so now people want to know, how exactly do the drones fit into it? Do you fly on the drones and sing and play while you're doing puppets and running social media for Oregon State? I mean, you probably are doing it all at the same time.
I can't. Yeah, sometimes I'm a one man band show, whatever. So, I mean, I've done presentations like at museums and schools where I sing and fly drones and do puppets, talking about science, technology, engineering, art, and math. I'll use anything to get kids' attention, and music and puppets and drones are just some of those hooks that gets them really engaged. And then I can explain science, technology, engineering concepts through the arts. It's much more of an accessible way. I mean, this is why museums, right, are very popular. Because we can teach in a different way that's outside of the traditional school setting.
Well, I mean, all this stuff is just amazing to me. But you know what? I think everybody needs to see a little example of one of your puppets, because I don't know if you've got one ready, but I mean, it wouldn't.
Oh, well, what was your tip was always be ready, right?
That's right.
And so
I knew you'd be ready. I knew it. I knew you'd be ready. Okay.
Yeah, so here's one of my puppets. So this is Artie. Hey y'all, how you doing? This is Artie. So he is one of my STEAM puppets, and yeah, he's into the arts. He's very creative. Very, very creative. Yeah, he's also like a far kind of a long lost cousin of Benny the Beaver. Go these, yeah. Right? But Benny gets all of the fame. Like, hey, I'm famous too. Yeah, you're getting famous. Yeah. So I take Artie all over me when I go to conferences, when I kind of put it in the back of my backpack, and always has people asking questions. What do you do with a puppet? Right? I get a lot of attention. Yeah, he gets more attention than me. Just like your pets get more attention. Artie, kind of steals the show. Yeah.
He would be very popular on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, I've been thinking of doing a TikTok channel.
There you go. I think that's a great idea.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'll have you as night guest on my podcast.
Well, so my question is rolling around in my head is, if you're a long lost cousin of Benny, how about Bernice? Is she related to you too?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we're all the same. We're part of all the same Deezer family. Uh-huh.
That's so great. I love your teeth.
Oh, thanks. I brush every day. Yeah.
That is so great. So seriously, do you use this with some of the older kids and adults as well? Because I know a pastor that I was on staff with for years was a ventriloquist and did puppets, and the adults loved it more than the kids, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. again, I do a lot of K through 12, but there's always like teachers and parents that show up
Right.
to those presentations. And yeah, they always come up to me afterwards. It's like, oh, I haven't seen like puppets in a long time since I was a kid. It's kind of a lost art. They used to be around a lot when I was a kid, right? And I'm sure you remember like in schools and malls and things like that. And it just kind of like almost disappeared, but it's been making a comeback. And all things old are new again. So and if I'm one of the few people that actually does it, so it gets attention. So that's really cool, right?
Yeah, no, it is so great. Well, appreciate that. Do you have a sample of music for us today before we go? Because I want to hear those keyboards. I'm testing to see how ready you are.
Oh,
and
man.
You do it with a puppet on your hand.
Yeah, playing with it. No, I don't have that ready to go, unfortunately, because the synthesizer's doing the video stuff here. The synchronization is a little bit off, but I do have YouTube channel, so people can go, and Instagram, and people can find me that way to see some of my songs. Instagram, I use a lot, and I've been expanding beyond drones to songs about science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So, things about sustainability, the environment, and beavers. Yeah, I got to make a song about beavers. Yeah, you do.
That was so good.
I have a video, little Pedro over here. He's a mariachi astronaut in training. Hey, Pedro. And he has a song about wanting to be the first mariachi astronaut to live and sing on Mars. But he has to study science, technology, engineering, and math to get there. And so it's kind of a educational thing, right? Encouraging kids to follow STEAM careers and follow the dreams.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I love that. I'm going to switch gears a little bit here. And so with Oregon State, I just want to bounce back really quickly to, there
you had to go.
Bye. I was wondering, in the digital media, when it comes to one thing that people don't think a lot about, we talked a little bit as it relates to AI, but how important cybersecurity is to people today. And I was just working with somebody that's been a good friend and been a guest of mine as well on that. And I think with all of this fun stuff we have online, and this is a good example, Victor, of live streaming, of doing videos, of doing puppets online, and singing, whatever. People lose track of how it's important to keep an eye on things and actually be secure in all that you're doing. So when it comes to besides just AI, when it comes to the big platform you're dealing with the university and all of that, I'm guessing you have a staff of people that work on these things, but cybersecurity has got to be huge.
Yeah, I wish I had a staff. It's pretty much just me in this, with the budget issues from federal and state. It's been kind of tough. So at the moment, it's just me. But this is why I employ technologies in order to do this, right? I can have a broader reach using AI. I can do video editing, audio stuff, websites as a one-person team, right? So, well, my puppets are part of my team too, but it's technology is what I have to leverage to do a lot of this stuff, and this is what AI allows me to do that. But making yourself public, it could be somewhat of a risk sometimes, right? I mean, I just heard a news item that there were some folks that took Ted Cruz's voice and created AI and started making calls with his voice, right? And actually fooled some people into thinking it was really him. So anytime you're putting stuff out, I mean, we're very public. Our voice is out there. You'll only really need about 3 seconds of audio to grab from someone, and then you can make them say anything through AI. And if you have video, they can reproduce you, and who's to say it's not you, right? I mean, that's
Right.
where the technology is right now. So
Wow.
being able to, you know, there's a balance. It's like, how much stuff do you want to be put out there, and then how much can it be used against you? So some of the things that you can do to kind of help protect yourself is
Right.
like have some type of like a safe code or words that you can give to your, you know, your friends and your family members, so that they know if it's really you or not. Something that no one else knows, that only they
Right.
know. And so if someone calls and says, "Hey, you know, this is your son. I'm out stuck. You know, my car broke down. Send me some money," and it sounds just like him. You can ask them, "Well, you know, hey, do you remember this and such a thing?" And if they know, then you know it's them. If not, it's not, right? Unfortunately, this is where we have come to, where we have to be able to be wary of everything that's out there, right?
Sure.
It's really hard to tell what's real. There's research where, you know, AI trying to look at some stuff, it's like 50-50 chance to tell. And that's how good the technology is.
Yeah.
So there's definitely dangers, but I'd like to, you know, kind of more and talk about just like the good stuff about it, right? The good things about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that is so true. And I wish people would focus on that more. And speaking of focus, I've got to get you to wrap things up for today because we're already running out of time. But I want you to give everybody your gold nugget, what you really want them to remember from our very broad, diverse conversation today in so many areas, because you are just a diverse kind of guy. And then tell everybody how they can get in touch with you.
Sure. Well, what I want to make sure that everyone is learn, be flexible, and be able to leverage technology to your advantage, whether that's in marketing, education, or anything in your life, right? To better your life. And so learn as much as you can, use it to help yourself and to help others, and do good with it, right? So technology for good. And then share what you learn with others, right? If people want to get a hold of me, you can find me on LinkedIn, on Instagram, Twitter. I usually use Drone Singer as my moniker, so you can find me all there. You can also find me on OSU, Oregon State University extension website, just looking up my name, Victor Villegas. I'm very public, so it's fairly easy to find me.
There you go. There you go. Well, we've had your LinkedIn scrolling along the bottom. All of your other contact information is in the comments and in the show notes, so people can get in touch with you there. And I just want to encourage everybody watching, reach out to Victor. He has got so many amazing things going on today, and just to know him and get his wisdom on the things he's doing when it comes to technology, when it comes to education. I mean, it's amazing. So, Victor, I appreciate you so much for being here, and always thankful that you're my friend, and it's so great to talk to you again.
Yes, thank you very much, Russ. I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Thanks for the opportunity.
We're going to have to get together for coffee here in town.
Absolutely. I mean, yes. I mean, most of the time you're talking to people all over the place, and we're probably the closest of anybody else.
We're only minutes away from each other. We got to do that. That's right. All right. Well, listen, hang tight. I'm going to say goodbye and send you to the green room, but I'll be right there.
All righty. Thanks.
There you go, everybody. Man, I tell you, I love that guy. Amazing, all the things he's doing. It's very fun and exciting between the puppets and the drones and the music and the digital, everything he's doing online, from AI to cybersecurity to social media, all that stuff. Man, he is one diverse guy, very, very knowledgeable. Somebody you should go to when you're looking for some advice, help, or just connect to a great person. So today, just want to remind you that we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your viewing and listening pleasure. That's right. Don't forget, it sits on the platforms after we're done, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. Go back. You can rewatch. You can share it. You can comment. You can connect with people, the guests or people in the comments or myself. Also, it converts audio podcast, and would love for you to connect on audio podcast as well. And don't forget, we'd love for you to join our YouTube page, and you go to marketingwithruss.live today for that. And don't forget, you get a hold of me at russedge.com. I'd love to connect with you. Victor's LinkedIn is still scrolling. Like I said, all of his information is in the comments. And so thank you all for being here today. It's been a blessing. And don't forget, we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, but it sits around for you to watch anytime you like, especially if you subscribe to the YouTube page. We'd love for you to do that. All right. Okay. Till next time, have a blessed rest of your week. We'll talk soon. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.